My name is Jeremy, and I am here to guide you through a few of the newer products as I use them in my own studio for live streaming and also for recorded, like what I'm doing right now. Like any good product that just does what it's supposed to do, it does work without fail. It's a great brand. Overall, just a great value. Diffusion filters have been around for quite a long time, and I'm using one right now. And if you know anything about diffusion filters, you can definitely see the effect. And if you don't, I'm going to take you through it. It's a very thin piece of glass. It screws onto the end of your lens, and it creates an effect. Specifically, in the case of what you're seeing right now, is the effect of glowing on the lights that are on the perimeter of the image. And what's nice about it is that it's not something you need to do in post. After you record the video, you don't have to take it into Final Cut, or you don't have to add these glow effects. Now, you also have to be understanding that these are baked into the image. So let's take a look at this particular newer filter that I'm talking about. By the way, I'm rocking a Sony FX30 camera with a Sigma 23mm f1.4 lens. I can run this camera down at really low light, not get a lot of noise. I get the nice blurry background. So this is a quarter power, and they come in eighth, quarter, half, 3/4, 1, and I believe 2. You don't need that. This is meant to be a subtle effect, almost like film, right? So if I go back to my image here, you can see the image itself is kind of soft, right? You've got the background is kind of blurry. Lights have that nice little halo to them. And I wanted to show you two images side by side. These are basically a before and after. This is the light with no filter. You can see right there that the light itself is the transition from the light to the dark background is pretty stark. So this would be considered what a lot of people would say is a high contrast area of your image. And this is exactly where the diffusion filters work. So here is an after, and look at the difference. See that nice glow effect? You can see that looks much more natural, and it blends in with the blurry background in the sense that it should look like that. Whereas the harsh light before on the left-hand side, I like the look that a sub $30 lens attachment can do for the overall image. You'll see the helmet there. The helmet's got a light inside of it, and you can see that between the two images, there's really no difference. And the reason for that is that it's not high contrast. Because the way the light is oriented already, you don't get this blown out glow from there. So diffusion filter actually works really well at selective areas of your image, and that's why it works here. And again, this is the resultant image. For one, I just like the overall look. It doesn't really change the focus of my camera. I'm still nice and clear, and the background is nice and blurry, and that's exactly what I want. There is one little thing that I've been reading about that you may want to take into consideration, and that is, what is the focal range of your lens? So when I say that, I mean the width. Is it a macro lens? Is it a wide angle lens? In a studio, you're probably using something in the neighborhood of 10 to say 30 millimeters, just depending upon how far you are from the camera. For me, for instance, this is a good distance for me because I got a ton of crap in front of me that I use to control the show. So I don't want to be right on the camera. I like this distance. I don't have a lot of depth to work with here. And I want to kind of get as much as possible, but not too much, right? I'm not really worried about skewing or anything like that. But anyway, the reason for me mentioning that was I know a lot of people are rocking the Sigma 16mm. So it's 16 times 1.5. So you're mid-20s or so. That is quarter power land. It's right on the edge though. But because if it was full frame 16, I would say go half. And again, this is just by the research I'm seeing on the internet. Anything like say 18 full frame down to 10, you would want the half power to get this type of effect. Conversely, if you start getting up higher than say 30 millimeters, 35 millimeters, and you start getting into the 50 range, you would probably want to back that off a little bit and go into the 1/8. If you have the opportunity to test it yourself, by all means. What's nice about these filters is that you can stack them, so you could buy 2/8. You could buy 2/4 too and have a half, or you could do 2/8 and have a quarter. It's up to you. I mean, it really is, again, it's going to be your own visual preference, but they call them Pro Mist filters, diffusion filters. The thing that you'll see on the internet is these filters by themselves, and then you'll see them integrated with what's called the ND filter, or neutral density filter. You don't need ND, especially if you've got full lighting control, because there's no reason to put sunglasses on your lens in a room where you already have control over all the lighting and everything. So just keep that in mind. ND filters are great when you're going outside, especially on bright sunny days, and you want to have that beautiful bokeh. So you put these sunglasses on, and like I said, they have those mist filters built in. As it relates to streaming, just get the filter. And like I said, they're less than $30 on Amazon right now. The newer products are rock solid. Keep your money close and you'll get the results you want. Stick with some brands like Neewer, and I think you'll be just fine. So until next time, take care of yourself, and I will see you around. Take care.